Students, how are you? I hope that all of you are right. Today, inshallah, I'm going to discuss the exercises that we have in a student book and workbook for 8th grade. Okay, this is English word, 8th grade. Part 8, okay, and we're going to discuss these questions about reported speech and reported command structures. Now look at question number 3. Open your student's book on page 42. On page 42, you are going to find this question number 3. Report the following statements changing the tenses of the verb. يعني هون بدك تعمل reporting للسنتنسز الآتية وبدك تحول الأشياء تعمل back shift للtense as I told you before if you remember. So as I told you before, if you remember that whenever we want to change from direct into indirect or reported speech, we should follow some steps, changing any pronouns, time expression if we have, and the most important things is going to be always changing in tenses except whenever we have past perfect simple, past perfect continuous, and modal verbs in past form, would, might, إلى آخره. Okay, so number 1, the Grand Palace is dazzling. The Grand Palace is dazzling. Now look at this verb here. This is not helping verb. This is not helping verb. This is main verb. This is main verb. And followed by what? By adjective. Okay? So whenever we have the verb to be, it doesn't mean that always the verb to be is gonna be helping verb. إذن هذا مش معناته إنه دايما ال helping verb بتكون هي helping verb. Sometimes the verb to be comes in this sentence as a main verb. As we explained, if you remember, we explained that we have two types of verbs. We have main verb and we have helping verbs, and we explained all of these things in our classes. So the Grand Palace is dazzling, said the tourist. Now I'm going to change this verb. This is a present. This is a present. So whenever I have a present, I change it to what? Change it to past simple. The Grand Palace is dazzling, said the tourist. Now ما بصير, it's not possible to put said the tourist. No. So I'm going to say the tourist said that. Don't forget. So now I'm going to change it orally, then I will show it to you. Okay. The Grand Palace is dazzling, said the tourist. The tourists said that. The Grand Palace. The Grand Palace. See, this is the subject, the Grand Palace. After the tourist said that the Grand Palace is dazzling. No, I need to change this. So what is the past form of is? Was, because this is singular, so we use was. The Grand Palace was dazzling. Was dazzling. So the tourist said that the Grand Palace was dazzling. Okay, move to 2. The guide told the visitors the statues represent legendary creatures. The statues represent legendary creatures. هاي التماثيل بتمثل مخلوقات أسطورية. تمام؟ The guide told the visitors. إذا بتصير the guide told the visitors represent. لاحظ, this is verb 1, this is present simple. So whenever you want to change it, you are going to use past simple. The back shift in tense is going to be to past simple, لأنه إحنا حكينا إنه الزمن الأبعد هو من the present simple للpast simple. Okay, so okay, here the guide told the visitors that the statues represented. So this is regular verb. So add ed to the verb to make verb 2. Represented legendary creatures. Okay. Number 3. Visitors cannot enter the inner court. Visitors cannot enter the inner court. This is the modal verb. Okay. Cannot. And verb 1. The change is going to be here in this model. Cannot. Okay, can. The guide explained. This is a reporting verb. I told you that we have said, told, okay, and we have also many other verbs like advised, explained, announced, and so on. So the guide explained that visitors cannot, no, this I'm going to change can into could, as I told you in the previous lessons. Visitors could not enter the inner court. Visitors could not enter the inner court. Number 4, she said, everyone has to wear suitable clothes. Everyone has to wear suitable clothes. Now, has to changed into what? Into had to. So she said that. I know that optional. I know that whenever we put that after the reporting verb, it is optional, but it's good to put it. I want you to put it. She said that everyone now has to changed into had to. Everyone had to wear suitable clothes. Number 5, it will be unforgettable visit. Promised the guidebook. It's not possible to say promise the guidebook. مش صحيح انك تحكي لي مثلا زي ما هي تحط لي اياها promise the guidebooks. No. You're going to start with the guidebook. The guidebook promised that it would be. إذا will شو بدها تصير would. It would be an unforgettable visit. And we continue to the rest of the sentence. Let's see it now as I wrote it down for. Look now. These are the answers. The tourists said that the Grand Palace was dazzling. I'm checking my answer. Let's see if my answers are correct or not. The guide told the visitors that the statues presented legendary creatures. See, presented. So here was, see, in the very pale red, presented, legendary. The guide explained that visitors could not enter the inner court, could not see, can, could. And she said that everyone had to wear suitable clothes. So this is exercise number 3. Move to exercise number 4 on your student's book, page 42. This is reported commands. Report the following commands. This is as the video I sent for you. Stop complaining, Billy, said the women. Stop complaining, Billy. The women said, let's see. The women said to stop complaining, Billy. No. As I told you, we use told, okay? It's suitable to use told here because I have Billy. This program is not going to stop at all. Okay. So as I told you now, stop complaining, Billy, said the women. The woman told Billy to stop complaining. Let's see if my answer is correct. The woman told Billy to stop complaining. Look, I made it colorful for you here. So if you can see here, this is pink. This is the reporting verb. The woman, subject, told Billy, verb, reporting verb, and we have the object. As I told you, after told, you have to use object, either object to pronoun or object noun, okay? 2, verb 1. She said here, stop complaining, Billy. So the woman told Billy to stop complaining. See, 2 and verb 1. 2, please notice the remarkable mural okay, sorry, because this is not very clear picture. So please notice the remarkable murals. Everyone said the guide. Oh, here. The guide asked everyone. See, whenever you have a please, you are going to use the reporting verb ask. As I told you, this is a request. This is a request in a polite way. So here the guide asked everyone to notice the remarkable murals. To notice the remarkable murals. Move to number 3. King Ram first. This is first. Ordered his architects decorate palace wall lavishly. Decorate palace wall lavishly. So هون كينج رام هو أمر الاركيتكتس اللي هم المهندسين اللي عنده أو المهندسين المعماريين إنهم يزينوا البالاس الخاص فيه. Okay, so it's gonna be King Ram first ordered his architects to decorate the palace wall lavishly. The palace wall lavishly. See, notice here, whenever you have affirmative, you use what? To verb infinitive. Whenever you have a please in a sentence, you do not use told, you use asked. Okay? Move to number 4. Please don't enter the inner court. Please don't enter the inner court. The guide said to the tourist. The guide said to the tourists. Let's see. The guide asked the tourists. The guide asked the tourists. See, whenever, as I told you, whenever you have a please and a reported command or request, you're going to use what? Ask. This is a request. So, the guide asked the tourists not to enter the inner court. So, we used here what? Don't. Is it possible to say that the guide asked the tourists don't to enter the inner court? No. So, don't, we just omit don't and put not instead of it. Not to enter the inner court. See, not to, verb 1 always there. Okay, don't forget this. 5. The guide said to her group, ignore the tricksters. Ignore the tricksters. Okay, the guide told her group to ignore the tricksters. Okay, see, to verb 1. Last one, 5. Don't believe what they say, she told them. Don't believe what they say, she told them. This is a negative. So she told him. She told him. Is it correct to use told him? No. So here we should omit, not him. She told them. But see, she told them. She told them. So here I'm going to remove him. Okay. And write them. See? She told them not to believe what they say. She told them not to believe what they say. Notice here we didn't change anything in the second part here. Not to believe what they say. Okay? Now quickly to number 5. Also, this is in a student book. I'll help you. Jack told Laura that he would help her. Jack told Laura that he would help her. لاحظ إنه إحنا هون حولنا الwill لا إيش لا would. I will help you. Jack told Laura that he. إذا الI هون تحولت لا he والwill صارت would. مثل ما إحنا شايفين هون. Jack told Laura that he would help her. لاحظ help you طلع اليو هون تحولت لهير والI تحولت لهي. Okay. Jack told Laura that he would help her. Type 2. Hand in your work, please. Is this normal reported speech or direct speech sentence? No, this is reported command. Hand in your work, please. Okay. The teacher asked the class. The teacher asked the class to hand in the work. To hand in the work. As you can see here, the teacher asked the class. See, I put it in different color. To hand in their work. To hand in their work there. So here in a sentence it was your, it becomes there. Okay. Now number 3. The book isn't mine. The book isn't mine. The boy said that. The boy said that the book wasn't his. لاحظ هون إنه أنا حولت mine لhis لأنه هي بتعود على البوي. Okay. Number 4. We can't remember your name. We can't remember your name. The girl told me that they couldn't remember. The girls told me that they couldn't remember my name. So as you can see here, we missed, or I missed, that letter S to make it a plural. The girls told me that they couldn't remember my name. They couldn't remember my. This is the last question for today in this video. Now look at this question. Report the statement, change the tenses, and make any other changes as necessary. يعني هون your workbook page 37, please open it. Exercise number 1 on page 37. Okay, let's start. I know that the picture is not very clear, but here number 1, the Grand Palace is magnificent. The Grand Palace is magnificent, said the guide. But here the guide said that the Grand Palace, as I told you, as it changes into was magnificent, because this is a main verb. As you can see here, the guide said that the Grand Palace was magnificent. Now move to number 2. The buildings are highly decorated. She explained that the buildings, sorry, because I was so fast, I missed the S many times. Okay, the buildings are highly decorated. She explained that the buildings were highly decorated. Move to number 3. We are enjoying our tour, said the tourists. But here the tourists said, come on, please stop doing this. I'm sorry for this interruption. Okay, the tourists said that they were enjoying their tour. Okay, notice the changes. I put it on many colors to notice the changes that we have in each sentence. Now move to number 4. He will definitely, or I will definitely return to Thailand. Look here. One man said, I will definitely return to Thailand. When I want to change it from direct into direct, it will be to this on this way. One man said that he would definitely return to Thailand. He would definitely return to Thailand. Okay, move to number 5. My guide speaks excellent English, said one woman. One woman said that her guide spoke excellent English. Her guide spoke excellent English. Number 6. I can't believe how hot the weather is, said the girl. The girl said that she couldn't believe. لاحظ الآية تحولت لشي لأنه the girl said that she couldn't believe how hot the weather is شو بتصير changes into was. Now let's see the answers. So here, as I told you, I put it the answers were colorful because I wanted you to see the things that I changed in all sentences. So number 1, the guide said that the Grand Palace was magnificent. 2, she explained that the buildings were highly decorated. The tourists said that they were enjoying their tour. One man said that he would definitely return to Thailand. One woman said that her guide spoke excellent English. لاحظ ما تحولت لher guide, okay, because one woman said. A girl said that she couldn't believe how hot the weather was. خليني أحط لك الواز بcolorful تكون ملونة بلون تاني. طبعا أنا رح أبعت لك هذه على شكل document عشان تنقلوا الإجابات وتكون موجودة عندكم. وهيك يا شباب بنكون خلصنا reported statements و reported commands وكل التمارين المطلوبة من student والworkbook. Please study well and I will see you tomorrow inshallah with the last video for this unit. Okay.